Hey! Canada stepped up big when the war bells rang. 25 billion plus in aid we sprang. Cash for the government, gear for the fight. One of the leading donors in the Western Light. But while we cheered Slava from the frozen north, our own house was hurting. What's the money worth? Groceries climbing, rent through the roof so high. Young folks can't buy homes, and the wait times make you cry. Tim Hortons double costs more every day, while the loonies keep flying to a land far away. Where'd our loonies go? They vanish in the night, tied up in schemes while Canadians fight. Build your own house before you play World Bank. Heal home first, that's the honest rank. Canada's generous, yeah, we showed up strong, but fact check the leaks. Something's going wrong, take care of your citizens, that's the witty truth, before the maple leaf turns into a golden tooth. Remember Energodum, that nuclear cash machine, 100 million kickbacks, the biggest wartime scheme. Nabu dropped the wiretaps 1,000 hours deep. Ministers resigned when the secrets started to leak. And right in the middle of that golden toilet mess, they built luxury cottages, pure elite excess. Laundered millions for compounds near Kiev, so fine. High-end houses for the connected while the front lines whine. Defense contracts bloated, 30% skim clean. Drones and gear marked up like a comedy routine. Back home in the true north, we're tightening the belt. Housing crisis biting and the young cards get dealt. Healthcare hallway stretching like a bad winter road, while the aid keeps flowing and the stories get told. Oh, it's for democracy, for freedom, for the cause, but the facts keep showing where some of it gnaws. They're sipping on the cream while we're counting every dime, prioritizing strangers when it's our own people's time. They say it's not all stolen, and that part is true, but when kickbacks build resorts, and the golden toilets too, and ministers walk when the anti-graft squad knocks, it's hard not to wonder where our hard-earned loonies got lost. We're not saying cut it all, help where it makes sense, but blind checks to corruption, that's just common sense. Where'd our loonies go? They're funding fancy pads, while Canadians are hustling just to cover the ads. One of the biggest donors, yeah, we play the part, but fact-based and witty.
What is this now? Yeah, Kevin.
There's more Muppet stuff on there,
Okay.
and there's more of it. I sent some pictures
Okay.
on Messenger.
Alrighty, Kevin. We're live now.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Protect your own heart. Heal the home front first. Fix the leaks in the hose before we bankrupt the beaver for someone else's woes. Canada's got heart, but it's time to get smart. Our citizens first. That's the song from the start. 25 billion and counting. Energodum kickbacks. Luxury compounds. Inflated contracts. Real scandals. Real resignations. Real questions. Maybe start with affordable homes and shorter wait times before the next blank check. Slave it to common sense. Slave it to common sense.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rudy Bruce broadcast. I hope you're all doing well. Remember, share it out there, ladies and gentlemen.
House went quiet after the truth. Clock kept moving like it always do. Floor felt colder, bare feet still. I stood there breathing against my will. I'm still here when it's quiet, still here when it shows. When the noise dies and there's nowhere to hide it, I'm still here. Won't let you go. I've seen shouting fill a room. I've seen silence split one in two. You can talk strong, you can talk brave, but you meet yourself when nobody stays. I'm still here when it's quiet, still here when it hurts, when the lights go off and there's nothing to fight with. I'm still here first. If my voice sounds low, it's because it stayed. I'm still here when it's quiet, still here after truth. When the night lets go and the day comes violent, I'm still here. With you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rudy Bruce broadcast. Remember to share this out there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm starting at 6 o'clock. And, what the fuck?
If you own.
What the fuck was that all about? Okay.
Been beat down, but I don't stay low. Got mud on my jeans, still ready to go. Every scar's a story that I survived. I've been through hell, but I'm still alive. They said, slow down, boy, don't go too fast. But I ain't never been one to live in the past. I keep moving forward, never looking back, with a worn out hat and a 6-string strap. You can kick rocks if you don't like how I talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk. Ain't changing my tone, ain't changing my song. I was born this way, been loud too long. You can hate my style, you can roll your eyes, but I ain't slowing down. I was born to rise. So kick them rocks if you don't like how I talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk. I've lost some friends, Made a few new foes, but that's just life, that's how it goes. I ain't bending over just to please a crowd. If I fall down, I'll fall down proud. I talk my truth, I live my way. Ain't nobody gonna take my say. This road's been rough, but I learned the trade. It's sweat, soul, and dues I paid. You can kick rocks if you don't like how I talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk. Ain't changing my tone, ain't changing my song. I was born this way, been loud too long. You can hate my style, you can roll your eyes, but I ain't slowing down. I was born to rise, so kick them rocks if you don't like how I talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk. Let the haters talk, let the rumors fly. I ain't got time to wonder why. The good Lord knows the man I am, and I'll die standing tall with a mic in my hand. You can kick rocks if you don't like how I talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk. Ain't selling my soul for a seat at your table. I'm rough, I'm raw, I'm wild, I'm able. You can hate my fire, but you can't kill my spark. I'm a midnight flame burning through the dark. So kick them rocks if you don't like how I talk. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk. You can kick rocks. You can kick rocks. You can kick rocks. I'm gonna keep on talking and walk my walk.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I notice we only got 21 in here. I'm sure you're all looking at the numbers. 21. And some of these comments is, look at this. Where do I get a Muppet? Where do I get one of your Muppets? They're flying off the shelves, already sold out in the lower mainland. Well, they're not my Muppets. They're not my Muppets. Where can I show you this thing here? Flying off the shelf. Wait a minute. I wonder if I put it in here. I think I did. Anyway, this is courtesy of this bitch. Sure. Her name is Jenny Dawson. That's her little invention of her representation of my broadcast. Here's one of them now. Here's one of them. See? That's one of them. I'm looking for the others here. Jenny Dawson. She is in the... let me pull it up here for you. Let me pull it up here for you. Oh, let's see. She's a part of this group. Wait a minute. Shit. Just a minute. There we are. He's part of this group. It's called the Universal Ostrich Farm Scandals. This is the hate group that got together when the ostrich thing was on the news big time. So what these people did was developed this group. There's 1,900 in this group. 1,900 of the so-called ostrich haters. Okay, the ostrich farm haters. 1,900 of them. And she happens to be in this group. And she has publicized a little video of my broadcast in different light. Here's some of her handiwork. Look at this. This is really something. Here's another one. So basically, this woman, I call her a troll because that's exactly what they are. That's Troll Central. And the reason why I'm mentioning this, I mean, I could take a joke, okay? Like anybody else, I could take a joke. I'll tell this broad. In fact, I'll go a step further. If this bitch, which I think she's more of a stalker than anything else, if she wants to call me on the show, by all means, 306 231 2314. That's to this Jenny Dawson. If you want to explain yourself on my broadcast, feel free. 306 231 2314. Now, if you really have something to say on my broadcast, feel free. I'd love to interview you. Because in Canada, we have a lot of upset Canadians in doing very hard times. A lot of poor people are living in tents and going to the food bank. We're now in a recession. That's how bad it is. It's a recession now in Canada. Just got released today. And I've been on here for 11 years trying to give you the latest information about what's happening in Canada. And let's get this conversation going, ladies and gentlemen, because the corrupt government is really socking it to you. Don't you think? Don't you think that deserves a good conversation? aside from all the speaking and everything else I've done at events and rallies and on, it's really time to start mentioning about all the cruelty that this has been inflicted on to Canadians, this corrupt government bullshit. Now, I present a very honest, truthful, down-to-earth broadcast. And I'm one of the guys that started out over 11 years ago, went through the trucker convoy stuff and everything else in this country, over 11 years of it. And I have to put up with this bullshit of a person making fun of my broadcast. Now, like I say, take a joke like the next guy. But really, you're taking a fucking pot shot at all the victims in this country as a result of what this fucking corrupt government has done to this country. There's a lot of concern for the poor people in this country. And some of you just don't have compassion at all. In fact, some of the fucking comments I've seen come through in over 11 years are just downright fucking nasty shit. You don't even deserve to be called a Canadian if you're going to be like that. Nasty fucking motherfuckers. And I did a show on a Thursday night, and I sure let her go, didn't I? Hey, that was to those people. And I'll say it again. All you motherfuckers that want to sit back and let this fucking country go to the dogs, go fuck yourself, and that's one of them. Okay, I don't believe for a fucking minute that this Jenny Dawson really gives a fuck about any Canadians. Only want to take fucking pot shots. Especially to a person like me, a patriot. You want to fucking go at it? Let's go, baby. You got something to really say? There it is on the show. 306-231-2314. I'd love to see you fucking come on my show. You fucking lowlife. Look at this. You'll be dead. Whose career, dickhead? Look at this. Look at this fucking shit. Look at these fuckers. I mean, these are real fucking trolls, okay? No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Block them. Okay. Here's another one. Block them. Okay. These fucking people are as fucked as fuck in this country. Okay? Where are we? Oh, something went wrong with the stream? I don't know what the fuck's going on. Something happened to the chat. Somebody make a comment. This is, something happened to the stream. I'm gonna redo this. Okay, I'm back. There's supposed to be 58 of you in here. Okay, there we are. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Nicole. Noella. Ruth. Okay, we're back. It's the hackers, Rudy. They've got into your mainframe. Well, I'm kicking them out. No problemo. Let them hack away. 55 in here now. Oh, Lord. You got it. Howdy. No, it's Lodi or howdy. I'm not sure. Okay. So anyway, you've heard my little thing about this Jenny Dawson troll central. Okay, we've got a real stalking troll to the channel. I just explained who she is and the phone number. You can call me, and you know, you want to talk to my audience, for example, maybe. You know, you want to put out a little Muppet show portraying my show, and you think my show is a joke. I mean, I could take a joke, okay, just like the next guy. But what you're really doing is you're putting down the topic of the problems we're facing in Canada. This is a patriot show, okay? The freedom movement, independence, where people stand up in Canada and you know, you got rights, not privileges. Many topics I cover in 11 years of doing this broadcast. And you want to be out there in Troll Central ridiculing my broadcast. That is a lowlife to me, this Jenny Dawson. And if you've got her on your feed, block her because I've blocked her already. I get this information from other people because I have people all over the internet. Okay. I'll tell you what, I'll show you this. I'll show you this. I'll show you. Right up close and personal. Okay. Right up close and personal to all my audience. Okay. This is, I'll go with today. Today, what do we got going on here? Well, from yesterday, 13,000. Hope you can see that. 13,650 today. Now, if I go over the last 28 days, that's 22,000, no, sorry, 23,375 views on my broadcasts. If I go 90 days, 23,375 people watch my show. In the last 7 days has been 23,375. Now that's numbers that Facebook is giving me. Okay. That's not including the YouTube channel. So then we have a little troll named Jenny Dawson, and I'm inviting you to give me a call on the show tonight, 306 231 2314. You can give me a call. You want to talk about shit regarding my show. You even went so far as to put together a Muppet little fucking show. That must have been a lot of work, you know, put together a little Muppet show, you know, and then come out with stickers and all kinds of shit, but not my exact name, of course. No, she's skirting around the facts, right? But I know it's about me. She had my voice on this Muppet, okay? And she's getting a kick out of it. And, you know, I'm representing poor people in Canada. The people that are going to a food bank, over 10 million of you now. We're now in a recession in this country. A lot of people are hurting in Canada, struggling to pay their fucking bills just to pay the rent and put food on the table. I'm talking struggling here, okay? I mean, a family, you've got two people working, right? Now we have no caller ID. Let's see what we've got here. Hello.
Rudy, why are you running that lady down?
Because I don't think it's very funny her making up a Muppet show and Muppet stickers, half-assed representing my broadcast. That's why.
Well, yeah, but well,
It
you're
is
a
kind of
joke,
funny.
though.
It,
Nobody watches you.
it is kind of funny. Well, buddy, listen. The guy here with no ID on his phone here. This guy here,
That
listen.
don't matter. That
Guy,
don't matter.
I just put up the numbers. Buddy, I just
I'm
put
a
up the
Alberta
numbers. You're a lying fucking
Canadian
asshole.
that's birth,
Okay, you're a
all my
lying
life,
asshole,
and I
buddy.
don't want to.
I just
You're
put up the
destroying our
numbers.
country with your
There it is,
bullshit.
28
You're
days.
you're
Okay, you're too busy
destroying our
talking,
country
buddy.
with your.
You're too busy talking shit, okay, buddy. The last 28 days, 23,375 people watch my show.
How many of those
And
are
all
Alberta?
you do is you're fucking talking shit. That's
No,
what
I'm
you
not.
are. You're another fucking troll. I think
That's
you're the
Janine.
guy I
She's
broke. I'm gonna shut your volume down. You're probably the guy that I just blocked on the fucking broadcast because you're a lowlife. Okay, who's this now? Who's this guy? Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, it's Cody from Hub International.
No, I already took care of it, Cody. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. You have a good one.
You too. Take care. Take care. Now back to this fucking troll motherfucker. Okay. Now, are you still there, troll?
I'm not a troll.
Well, what's your name?
hard work.
What's your name? I'm sorry, Douglas again.
Yeah.
Oh, Douglas, I had you on the
you
show
old
before,
drunk,
and
old drunken trucker.
you were fucking lipping off
trying
back
to wreck
then.
that's trying to wreck our country, you son of a SOB.
Oh, really? Really? Listen to you.
Yeah.
Piece
I've got
of
kids
shit.
and grandkids that
Piece
also
of
grew
shit.
up in this country.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
idiots
piece of shit.
are out there with your drunken, duper,
My what?
drugged up mind from your marijuana.
Oh, my. Oh, now it's
Yeah.
marijuana. Now it's
Yeah.
marijuana, and what else did you say? My smoking
Yeah, have another drink, you drunk.
oh sure I will. Right here,
Yeah.
see? Right here.
Yeah.
Having a drink right here, putting it
Yeah.
in the mix. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You think
Yeah.
I'm a slave to you, buddy?
Yeah,
Do you think
just
I'm a
keep
do you think I'm a
killing them
slave
brain
to
cells
you?
there, Rudy.
Douglas,
don't
do
have
you
any
think I'm a
left.
slave to you? Do I owe you
Yeah.
anything?
No.
What do I
need to
owe
keep
you?
You keep your mouth shut.
Oh, I don't have to keep my mouth shut. I'm as much of a Canadian as you are, you
'cause
motherfucker.
You're
I'm just as much of
you're
a Canadian as
spewing
you are, you
BS, That's
motherfucker.
why.
Eh?
You're spewing BS. That's why.
Oh, BS?
You're
What
just a
BS
tin
is that,
hatter.
buddy? What BS is
Yeah.
that? What BS exactly are you talking about?
Whatever you talk about, it's all a bunch of BS.
And exactly
Nobody-
what are you talking about? Which topic?
Well, whatever, you separatist or whatever, and you know.
Oh, that I want
Uh,
Alberta independence? Is that what you're talking about?
And then you're involved with that ostrich farm. And
I
then
was
one
involved with that
minute
too. The
you're
birds that were
condoning
killed
them, and
that
the next
were never
minute you're
tested.
supporting them.
And what else?
You flip like a fish back and forth.
I flip like a fish. Do you think
Yeah.
I'm just doing one single little topic on my show, buddy? Do you think I
Yeah,
just cover one little topic?
You're Rudy. You're washed up.
I'm washed up, am I?
From your drugs.
I'm washed up for my drugs and my alcohol and all the other
Yeah.
good things in Canada, eh?
Yeah, people
Yeah.
don't take you
And
serious.
I don't
That's
have
why
a
they're
right to
making
speak as a
fun of you.
Canadian. And I
That's
don't,
why
now
they're
this is
making
a
fun of
privilege,
you.
I guess, for you.
Look,
I don't have a right to
look at-
speak as a Canadian,
look-
you
look
fucking
what-
lowlife.
look
Yeah,
what
you fucking
scientists
lowlife.
did to you.
Okay? Go fuck yourself as if you are more
TikTok
important than I
scientists.
am. You
Look
fucking
at
lowlife. Who the fuck are
look at
you? You think you're so
look at
fucking
TikTok
privileged? You
scientists.
piece of shit.
Hey,
You're
you
a
remember
piece of
TikTok
shit,
scientists?
buddy. You think you're
You remember
privileged
TikTok scientists?
over me? You think you got
Remember
something over
TikTok
me? You
scientists?
fucking cocksucker. You jealous fuck.
Remember TikTok scientists?
Yeah, I remember that fucking scumbag too. Get the fuck off my phone. And you wonder why I drink. Some people in Canada think they're so fucking privileged over other Canadians that if I say, yeah, I'm for Alberta independence. And why am I for Alberta independence? Because of a corrupt fucking Canadian government. That's why. Is that so hard to take for most Canadians? You want the country to stay together so that Albertans can continually get ripped off by a corrupt Canadian government? And I think Saskatchewan and British Columbia should follow suit as well. Because of the corruption. Trudeau was doing it. Mulrooney was doing it. Carney's now doing it. And who are these motherfucking planted motherfuckers? I get the conversation going. Some of these liberal cocksuckers don't like that. And I'm pretty sure Douglas is a liberal cocksucker. That's what I think. You liberal, privileged fucking liberal cocksuckers in Canada think you're so fucking unique or some shit over the rest of Canadians. You've put our country into a recession, motherfuckers. Liberals. Liberals. Liberal fucking cocksuckers. Who are you, Rudy? Well, who the fuck do you think I am? Here it is, right here. Who are you, Rudy? Well, who the fuck do you think I am? Geez, I just appeared overnight. Who do you think I am? That's a very fucked up question. Who are you, Rudy? You haven't been following the show. You must be a newcomer to the show. Let me tell you something. I don't get, too concerned over these bullshit fucking idiots. No, I'm not taking another fucking caller fucking bullshit ID from this fucking clown. Anger issues now. Oh, look at this here. We have anger issues. Do we now? Anger issues. Look at this. There are some people that are so fucking brain dead in Canada. It's unbelievable. Cheers. They think that I shouldn't be allowed to drink on my show or have a cigarette on my show or maybe have a joint on my show because you're so backwards motherfuckers. This is what we have to contend with in Canada. I don't know any of you anything. Because I'm just like you. I'm not a fucking movie star. I'm not a fucking politician. I'm a retired trucker. I do my show out of kind and courtesy and compassion and the fact that I'm a patriot in Canada. And then some of you are so fucked up in the head. Some of you Canadians are so fucked in the head. I mean, those are the kind of people that they put a mask on their face and think that, a virus is not going to get through this mask. Okay? Like it's like a fly coming up to a fucking fence, like that's got a bunch of holes in it. Chain link fence. That's what a mask is, actually. No, I'm not taking your call. Caller ID or nothing. If you can't show me where you're calling from, I don't want nothing to do with you. Okay? Because I wanna sick the cops on you for harassment, okay, is what I'll do next. I won't take a call unless you put your number on the phone, okay? And if you want to talk shit to me and harass my show, I'll call the cops on you and I'll let them do their fucking job if they ever do that kind of thing anymore today. Real law. You want to fucking harass me? I'll fucking send the cops after you. Let them fucking deal with you. See if that happens in Canada. You want to send me a death threat? I'll send the cops after you. That's what law is for, right? Supposed to protect all of us, right? We're supposed to be equal in Canada, right? As Canadians. Right? We're supposed to have rights, right? No, I'm not taking your shit. Fuck off. So, um, no, if you gotta put up your phone number. I'm not taking a private call, private ID. I got my number out there for this Jenny Doug or Dawson or whatever her fucking name is. She can phone me. Hey, it's a free country, isn't it? We can do what we choose. I'll put it up here. Okay. It's a free country, isn't it? We can do what we choose. There's no law to drink, smoke, sweet, etc., whatever floats your boat to each other. And I'm not holding anybody here hostage to watch my broadcast. Okay. This is pure harassment. Okay. Is what this is. And the reason why, I'm examining the harassment aspect of it because I talk a lot about this country because of the poor and the people living in tents and freezing to death in tents and all kinds of shit, electric cars and fucking real pollution and corrupt government shit and you name it, baby. We've covered it over 11 years. And then we've got a mouthpiece named Douglas. Phone the broadcast to beak off because he's such a cocksucker. And Jenny Dawson puts up Muppets because she's the biggest troll on Troll Central. These are the kind of people that we have in Canada, if you can believe it. These are the kind of people that'll harass patriots that are trying to make a conversation in this country because we need to talk. We need to converse with each other over all this bullshit. Because who the fuck is supposed to be representing the country but the people that put a government into place to represent the country for the people? You understand that, right? It's supposed to be the people that are have a say with the government to make sure that things are balanced. But that's not the way it's been for quite some time in Canada. Our laws are fucked. You know, they're trying to, create a chief Indian chief government over or alongside with the people's government. And it gets better. This is the kind of shit that we have in Canada. Now, listen to this. This is unbelievable. This is totally outrageous. I'm going to let you hear this. This is happening.
Was detained and forced into a psych ward after spreading awareness about state overreach in Canada.
This is Dr. Emery. He's a resident psychiatrist, senior resident. So I'm going to certify you under the Mental Health Act. We're going to bring you to hospital, do testing on you, and you're going to talk to a psychiatrist in a controlled environment because we don't believe that you're going to attend an appointment.
I've never been given a chance to attend an appointment.
His name was Nicholas Wagner, and he was detained by police officers after they claimed he was certified by Dr. Christine Taylor, who for some reason had all of her online profiles completely wiped. She apparently evaluated him at a coffee shop where he was holding a meet and greet to connect with people when she...
So they set this guy up at a Tim Hortons, okay, to get him into a hospital. This guy is not stupid, okay? This is the kind of fucking shit that's going on in Canada.
And didn't even talk to him for 2 seconds before he stormed out.
Okay, so I'm going to leave. Are you? Is that what you're doing right now? Is it legal?
How is it illegal?
What is it? It's an ambush is what you're doing.
It's a mental health assessment, and we need to know what's going on with you.
Yeah.
The weird part is he circled back to the cafe and found that everyone in the cafe seemed to be undercover. One person had a gun, the others had wires and walkie-talkies like they were setting up a sting operation. They're claiming that in that 2-second interaction, the psychiatrist had enough evidence to certify him. Well, I looked into BC's policy for involuntary admission, and they have 4 conditions before they can admit anyone, and literally only one condition was met. The person is deemed by a doctor not suitable as a voluntary patient. So the state actually gave doctors the power to admit anyone they deem unwell into a psychiatric ward without their consent. See, here's the kicker. This all happened after Nicholas had been going around to a bunch of MPs' offices telling them that the government has been passing authoritarian clauses into law, which we all know, that could destroy our sovereignty. This is the document he gave them. It's called China Vancouver Attempt, where he says China and the corrupt Canadian government are trying to turn Vancouver into a Chinese dictatorship police state. In the document, he lists authoritarian bills like C8, C9, C15, and C21. He also says Carney is colluding with China to sell Vancouver to them by First Nations bands and DRIPA. This is not a crazy person. He graduated from Western University in biophysics. In 2025, he actually wrote a paper on the unified theory of gravity, aka quantum gravity, the combination of Einstein's general relativity with quantum mechanics. It got over 900 downloads. Canada is creating their own thought police. Doctors can deem you mentally unwell and force you into a mental institution against your will with no evidence. The people who are calling out the corruption are being targeted, called crazy, and put into mental institutions. I put a link to Nicholas's document down below. I encourage everyone read it. So what happens when a genius starts pushing? So
So there you have it. There's another little tidbit for Canadians. This Douglas guy keeps fucking phoning. Okay, you want me to take this call, or is he a waste of time? Because I'm not going to waste your time with this fucking idiot. I don't know. Let's see what this fuck has to say. Oh, who's this?
This is Jeannie Dawson.
Jeannie Dawson.
It is.
How are you, Jeannie?
I'm okay, but I understand that you're really upset with me about some puppet video and some stickers.
You're
That gives me
responsible for
all the
that,
credit
aren't you?
for it.
You're
And
responsible,
really,
Jeannie.
I didn't even make them.
Jeannie, are you responsible for doing all that?
No, I
Oh,
didn't create them.
oh, who did?
Oh, Davy.
Oh, Davy.
Yes.
And who is
And
Oh
he's been
Davy?
trying to tell you that.
Oh, okay, I'm listening. That's why
He's a
I'm inviting you
TikToker.
onto the show. I gave out the number, and I'm glad you called me because I would like to
I
straighten this out.
This is the fifth time I've tried calling you, but you weren't answering your phone.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm answering my phone now. You're on the show.
Okay,
You're in front
so
of an
you're
audience.
you're going. I know. I've I've had people send me screenshots. I've had people send me stuff that you're saying, but you know what? I let you into my group. I let you post whatever you want or comment whenever you want, and then you turn around and you got me blocked.
Oh,
So I can't see or hear anything. You're shouting out, telling me, well, if I'm brave enough to give you a call,
okay.
and I can't even hear you or see you.
Okay. Well, you got my number. You're watching the show right now, aren't you?
I got your number because one of my members sent it to me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
I can't watch your show
Oh.
because you have me blocked.
Oh.
I can see everything that you write or post in my group because I'm the admin,
Oh.
but I can't see anything.
Okay, let's straighten this out, Jenny Dawson, because that's the kind of guy I am.
Okay.
Now you're saying that this Muffet show didn't come from you.
No, it didn't.
Who is it coming from?
I've never created a video in my life.
Okay, who is it? Who is it coming from?
It's coming from O. Davy. He's a famous, amazing TikToker,
Oh.
and he does this for a living. So that's why
Oh.
I said, if anything, give him the credit for making it.
Okay.
And secondly, if
I
you're
like to
gonna
get.
give
I
a
like to.
shout
I
out
like
to
to. I like to
giving me
keep.
credit for something that I didn't even do.
Well, I like to keep my facts straight. Okay, that's why I invited you to the broadcast. Okay.
Well, I just want to say something.
Sure, go ahead.
That I don't hate. I don't hate you.
Okay.
I don't hate anyone.
Okay.
Like I honest to God.
Well, Jenny,
I like
listen.
listening to you.
Jenny, listen.
Listening
Listen.
to people contacting me, telling me that you're calling me every name under the sun.
Oh, Jenny.
And somebody sent me a screenshot.
Well, I'm getting this
your,
stuff. I'm getting screenshots with your name on it.
Because they're in my group.
Okay. Okay. Well, Jenny, I apologize to you.
I just want to add, Rudy, you're giving me all the credit. And if anything, give the shout out to the person who's responsible.
Right.
And if anything, like offer a promo for him to do them.
Oh yeah, if you want to pass on my number to him, have him call the show.
I will.
And what's his name again?
Oh, Davy.
Oh, Davy, and he's on TikTok, is he?
Yes, he's on TikTok. He's on Facebook, but he's a TikToker.
Okay.
And he creates these personalized, amazing videos.
Okay.
He's creative.
Okay.
And I was just thinking, first of all, acknowledge and give the credit to the artist. And second,
well, I wouldn't give any credit to him. I mean, I'm thinking that it's pretty low.
You could offer a promo code for him to make personalized.
Well, I'll certainly reach out to him and find out. I got another call, Jenny. Thanks for calling.
All right.
Hello. Hello. Yeah. Oh, he left. So Jenny Dawson is not the creator of the Muppet thing. This other dude is. Isn't that interesting? Well, my sincere apologies to Jenny Dawson. The information I was getting was her name was on it. And I will, after the show, look to unblock Jenny Dawson. My apologies. Now, getting back to the topic of the show. So here's what's happening. They're allowed to set up an ambush to you, as they did with this previous gentleman at Tim Hortons. And not even 5 minutes into the conversation, he's telling them, I'm out of here. This is an ambush. And they put this guy into a medical assessment for 30 days. This is the kind of bullshit that's going on in Canada. Now, this guy was like me and, a person speaking out about government corruption. And then they set him up on an ambush. This is the kind of fucking bullshit that's going on in Canada. The other thing that's going on in Canada that's very concerning. Very concerning shit. Oh, listen to this. This is interesting.
As long as you look after Islam. And that's where we are in the UK right now. Yeah. I was Daily Mail columnist. I was on Tucker, my own radio show. And I knew and I saw what was going on with these grooming gangs, rape squads. They're sophisticated, they're organized, they're controlled. They use one member of the gang to hook in young white girls. And then those young white girls are passed amongst majority Muslim Pakistani men. And they're used, sexually abused, and then they're traded like a commodity up and down the country.
How did you find out about that?
Being on the road amongst, he's talking to the girls firsthand.
So it was in
every single city, every single town, and it was being covered up all of the time to keep your jobs, to keep your position. You were to say nothing. Keir Starmer and Labour are dependent on the Muslim vote. Muslims don't vote by policy, they vote by religion. So you don't offend Islam. And I've been inside of mosques where they've been teaching, they use a lollipop, and like a lollipop with their plastic wrapper on?
Yeah.
So they use that as an example of what white girls are. So they used a lollipop, but without the plastic wrapper on, with all the flies on it. And they say this is what white girls are. They're uncovered, so you can use them. This is being taught in the UK, and it's why we've got such a problem, because now we are outnumbered. Demographically, there are more births to Muslims than any other religion.
So that's happening in the UK. These Muslims, the ones they let pour into Canada. This is their culture. Taking on little white girls, grooming them to be prostitutes or whatever the fuck. I'll tell you something. That's sick. Sick as fuck. That's what's going on over there. And when we find it out going on here, let me tell you, somebody's going to get their ass kicked. Literally.
Doesn't matter.
This is in front of Surrey Memorial Hospital, BC, Canada.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
This is pretty sad. This is Surrey area.
In front of Surrey Memorial Hospital.
Right there.
In front of Surrey Memorial Hospital. What the fuck?
Out a paddleboard. And right now the reservoir is at 77%. That is low. That is low. And this, on top of a very dry winter, on top of a projected very dry summer, on top of fires and billionaires and the federal government having water rights, there are data centers. And someone thinks that coming up to Summit County with data centers is a good idea. And they are entertaining the idea because of the economy. Because of the economy. Instead of fixing nature, letting her just heal herself, Let's destroy her more with data centers. This is the reservoir. Oh, and 47% of Denver and its surrounding areas depend on this for water.
So we're getting into these data centers. And you think that my broadcast is not so important. Let me tell you about these data centers. First of all, they're the means to put you into an electronic prison. That's what these data centers are. The facial recognition, the digital ID, all the fucking computer shit that they want to impose on you, and it's AI bullshit, and on the list goes. And do you know how much water these fucking data centers are consuming? Thousands and thousands of gallons of water. And do you know what happens to the water after it's coming out? Well, it looks like shit. Absolute shit. Let's see if I can find it.
United States have more data centers than anybody else on the entire planet right now. They are literally destroying farmland. They are training up our power grids like it's going out of style. And who the fuck is paying for that? You are. So let's jump in and get some receipts for y'all so you understand what's really on the docket right now. As of right now, there are currently 5,400 data centers in the United States of America. They're literally everywhere. And they're costing a cool $25 billion a year. And we're not even going to talk about the fact that the environmental and health costs and the implications that they're having. But hey, these billionaires can give two shits. Why? Because it's $1 billion sinkhole. For an example, North Carolina is literally proposing is about to lose $2 billion just in construction tax breaks. But here's the kicker. These things literally don't fucking last forever. The servers, they get replaced every 3 to 5 years. The GPUs that actually run the fucking AI, try 1 to 3 years. And the facility as a whole has a fucking lifespan of 15 to 20 years before they are obsolete. And then what happens? Do you realize that some of these campuses are literally 800 acres? They are paving over farmland and impermeable concrete and steel. And the worst part is it gets worse. To keep these things running, they have thousands of diesel generators on site. We're talking about storing up to 2 million gallons of diesel fuel. And then what happens when that 15-year lifespan is up? You've got a contaminated soil, concrete that can't be farmed, and the land that is effectively destroyed. And now they want to use small nuclear reactors to power them. Why do we need all this data? Well, let me tell you why. It's not just to look at AI chatbots and bullshit like that. Look at the flock safety. That's just to put 90,000 cameras on the streets across of America. And here's the fun fact. They're adding microphones so they can listen to your conversations. This is the largest private surveillance network in American history. And all that data has to fucking go somewhere. It goes to those data centers you are literally paying for. They're building the surveillance state, destroying our land, and handing you the bill. The receipts don't fucking lie. Part 3's up next. Stand by. I mean, for real, do you think that everything is what it seems? How about we talk about some pharmaceuticals that have been thrown at, veterans to create a $500 billion thing? Yeah? Let's do it. For decades, the VA treated trauma by throwing a never-ending supply of medication, like opioids, synthetic to be exact. But then they didn't just stumble into this idea or strategy. No, this was calculated and built on a multi-billion-dollar system, and the blueprint was a government secret, a dark one to be that. To understand this strange trap, though, you need to go all the way back to the 1960s. The U.S. government used federal inmates at places like Lexington Narcotic Farm as human guinea pigs to study addiction. They literally compensated prisoners, I'm not even kidding, with heroin and morphine to build the foundational science of synthetic opioids. Now we fast forward to the modern era, the pharmaceutical industry takes that science and weaponizes it. Purdue Pharma hires the massive consulting firm McKinsey and Company to figure out how to turbocharge these sales. And at the exact same time, McKinsey was advising the Department of Veteran Affairs. They used their inside access to influence federal health officials and turn the VA into a pill mill, handing out highly addictive narcotics to combat veterans instead of fixing the root of the trauma. They built a $500 billion empire by masking our symptoms. Even the VA Inspector General admitted that this compromised the integrity of veteran healthcare. They used inmates to build the science, and then they used us, the veteran, to cash the checks. Do me a favor, sound off in the comments. How many pills were you handed when you got out?
So, ladies and gentlemen, you understand what's going on? Do you even grasp what's going on? Really? Do you get a clue of what the fuck is going on? Do you get a clue? Anything? Let me see if I can find. Oh, you want to hear this?
Trouble. I apologize because I'm probably going to make a lot of you guys really uncomfortable.
Listen to this shit.
But I think I've uncovered something that's so dark and so demonic, and it's been hidden right in front of our eyes this entire time. But because of the walls and layers of propaganda and our corrupted education system, we couldn't see it. It's almost like it's been deleted from history.
Interesting.
We're about to unpack the truth. So if you'll give me about 10 minutes of your time,
Yeah.
I need to start with the education system. And then I'm going to show you how there is a group of individuals that every year they perform satanic ritual sacrifices, which involve sacrificing our little ones to Moloch. And before we dive into it, I just want to leave a little bit of breadcrumbs here. There's been a group of individuals.
I can't stomach it.
Who have been kicked out of.
To tell you the truth, I can't stomach it. It's pretty bad.
They just started spraying glyphosate around Lake Tahoe. I want to know what's really going on behind that.
Here's the raw truth. They're spraying glyphosate, the main ingredient in Roundup, around Lake Tahoe right now. The official story is that it's for invasive species control and restoration after the Caldor fire. That's the cover. Here's what's really happening. Glyphosate is highly toxic to aquatic life, destroys soil biology, and acts as a powerful endocrine disruptor in humans. Spraying it directly into or around a major drinking and recreational water source like Tahoe is reckless by any reasonable standard. The decision was pushed through the U.S. Forest Service as part of the Caldor Fire Restoration Project. The Tahoe Regional Planning Agency, TRPA, has oversight, but didn't stop it. Monsanto Bayer, the maker of Roundup, has a long history of lobbying water boards, funding scientific studies, and influencing regulators. Some of the safety data they relied on has been retracted after being exposed as ghostwritten by Monsanto employees. But here's the deeper agenda. This isn't just about weeds.
Oh, we have another caller ID thing coming in here. Just a minute. Let's see what he has to say. Hello.
Rudy?
Yes. Hello.
It's Jeannie Dawson again.
Oh, Jeannie Dawson.
Yes.
Yes, Jeannie.
I called you back because honestly, the last phone call, I feel like we have unresolved relationship issues.
Oh.
And I know you said you had to let me go because you had another call.
Yeah, there was another caller coming in at the same time. Yeah. Go ahead, Jeannie.
So I just feel like you've misunderstood.
Yeah, I did. I admitted that to you, and I apologized for it.
So you apologize, but I can't see or hear it, Rudy, because you have me blocked.
Oh, well, I'm doing a show right now, Jeannie. You'll have to wait till after I've done the show to unblock you. I just can't do 50 things at one time. I'm only a one-guy show.
I just
But you can get me on YouTube though. I'm on YouTube as well.
I can get you on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm on. There's two channels going on here. There's Facebook and there's YouTube. So if you go to YouTube,
you have a chat on YouTube.
I have the same show going on YouTube as I do on Facebook.
I know, but can I communicate?
Oh, certainly.
On YouTube.
Certainly.
Well, you know what I would really appreciate, since I let you have your say in my group, and I appreciate the same courtesy back.
Oh, certainly.
So, but I thought you had a lot to say to me.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm more concerned about the Muppet thing. And if you're not responsible for that,
I
then
am
you're off the
responsible,
hook.
but
You're
I
off the
just
hook.
want, I know you were calling me and a hater, calling my members haters, and Rudy, that is not at all
Well,
what
I'll
I'm
tell you what,
about.
Jeannie. I'll tell you what. I'll maybe next Friday get you on the show and you can explain the functionality of the group.
I will, and a
Okay.
lot of it is parody. Remember that satire.
A lot is what is what?
It's exactly. There's a video, a music video that O'Davy made that kind of explains a lot behind Scandals. Because Scandals isn't meant to be
Dan
serious all the time.
Dan Marcotte is out of jail.
Who?
Dan Marcotte. I'll get into that in a minute. Anyways, thanks for calling in, Jenny.
I do want to know, I want you to know something.
Sure,
we
go
do
ahead.
have common ground on one issue.
Sure, go ahead.
And that is, believe it or not, the data centers.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I am 100% in agreement.
Definitely.
On
I
the
think
data
I think a
centers.
lot of people got to wake up to what these data centers are and what they're doing to our environment.
But I do still feel, Rudy,
Yeah.
that we have unresolved relationship issues.
Well, we could talk about it on the show.
Okay.
Or you've got my
Next
phone
Friday,
number.
it's a date.
You've got my phone number. I'd like you to phone in beforehand. I'll interview you and we'll go over a few things. And you're more than welcome.
Sounds good.
Okay, Jenny.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Now, where was I?
Fucking fantastic. I think that's where I'll leave it for tonight, folks.
Good. No, that's something totally different. No, I don't think I can get that back. It was very interesting. Maybe I can get it back. While I'm waiting, Dan Marcotte got out of jail today. Dan Marcotte is one of the people that I met at the ostrich farm. And I'll talk off camera with Dan Marcotte because it's really an interesting thing with Dan Marcotte, and I may get into that topic thing.
Servers housed in a closet within an IT department. Instead, each building has a footprint of multiple football fields and will be filled with thousands upon thousands of servers and processors. I'm in DeForest, Wisconsin, at the site where a $1 billion, 1,600-acre hyperscale data center was planned. This plan was officially canceled in February 2026 after 7 months of dedicated community opposition and grassroots organizing. All of this farmland you see behind me and those who live on it will remain because of the hundreds of people who used their voices and fought back. You might have already heard about some of the costs resulting from data centers. They are taxing our electricity grids and driving up utility prices, using and polluting precious freshwater resources, even in so-called closed-loop cooling systems, generating constant noise pollution, or abusing corporate welfare tax breaks and non-disclosure agreements to privatize public funds and goods. But you might not have heard of the ways data centers are tied to war and imperialism. Data centers are rapidly expanding across the country in coordination with growing competition and escalation with China. The United States military's relationship with big tech has become increasingly intertwined. These companies that are building AI models and data centers are entering into agreements with the US government and military worth billions of dollars to engage in unregulated mass surveillance, develop an AI-first war-fighting force, and pursue the next Manhattan Project in an attempt to generate enough energy to satisfy the power needs of these data centers. Across the globe, we already see environmentally devastating wars, occupations, and invasions being waged on behalf of technology companies over access to rare earth minerals required for each server, processor, and cooling system. Likewise, enslaved and child laborers are forced to enter mines in dangerous conditions in Congo, Sudan, and Zambia, so these technology companies can build data centers that the people do not want. Meanwhile, oil executives continue to ignite resource wars from Venezuela to Iran to make huge profits and supply these data centers with the fossil fuels needed to generate a substantial share of their electricity. The good news is that we are winning. People are resisting data center development all across the country. Between March and June 2025 alone, $98 billion in data center related projects were canceled due to our organizing and resistance. So if you're in Madison and you're infuriated about data centers and the militarization of AI, reach out to us to get connected.
So, ladies and gentlemen, these data centers are a big fucking problem coming to Canada. There's a few of them scheduled to be built. One in Saskatchewan that I'm aware of, two in British Columbia, and other places. Okay, this is all starting to come in. And I'm going to tell you, the pushback on these data centers has to be enormous in order to stop the project. These projects are going to take up massive amounts of water and turn your water tables into shit. Not to mention, if you get caught up living near a data center, your land becomes worth nothing because nobody's going to buy your land next to a data center because of the fucking noise pollution. It's no good for any more farming around these fucking data centers because of the fucking shit that they're causing. And enormous amounts of land over this shit. It's unbelievable. You want to talk about pollution, you want to talk about destructive Canadian grounds, lands. We're talking an enormous fucking problem here. And this is what's coming to Canada. And so far, in 11 years, okay, there hasn't been a massive fucking demonstration put out by Canadians to stop shit. You didn't even stop the carbon tax. And these data centers, billion-dollar projects, that's what they want to impose on you. These are nothing more than electronic prisons. And you think you're going to sit back and not say fuck all about these data centers? Are you fucking for real? Really? Where's this? One in Prince George and one in Mackenzie, BC already. If you're near a data center and you know what it's like, I want pictures up on the internet. I want anybody near an already built data center. I want video footage put up on the internet on this feed. I want you to start telling the public about the fucking enormous shit going on near a data center in Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really telling you number one facts here, okay, regarding these fucking data centers. It's not good. Not good by any means. They already had a demonstration in Vancouver on this topic. There hasn't been enough pushback on internet regarding these data centers. And it's a number one fucking problem coming to Canadians. And who the fuck is paying for it? You. You're paying for it. They're making you pay for it. You're buying your own demise, okay? That's what's happening. All right? This is the final screws to the coffin. And then they want to pick you up and call you fucking crazy if you're speaking out. Right? And you wonder why I'm drinking. Not a frick. Not ashamed to admit it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm drinking. I might even be drinking during the next broadcast I do. Because shit's going so fucked in our country. Hello. Welcome to the new fucking Canadian culture, ladies and gentlemen. You wanted to see my numbers? You wanted to see my show numbers? You wanted to see my numbers as far as what I do on this broadcast? Where are we here? Oh, it's fucking phone. There we go. Over 90 days. 90 days. 23,375 people. Over 90 days. That's down 10%. And let's go to 28 days. 23,375. Now, this is the interest of what the fuck is going on in Canada. And I'm talking about the corruption of Canada, okay? I'm talking about the fucking bullshit that Canadians are getting put through. You understand? That's what my show is all about, okay? Now we're going to 14 days. 23,375. Down 10%. And now we're going to go to 7 days. 23,375 in 7 days. Now this is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. Today we have 15,077 views in the last, no, that's today. 15,077 views. That's how many of you Canadians over 11 years span of broadcasting. That's how many 11 of you, I mean, there's 50 of you in here, over 11 years of broadcasting to you Canadians. That's the interest of what the fuck as far as concerned Canadians. You wonder why I'm drinking. You wonder why I talk the way I do. In this country that I was born in, over 11 years of broadcasting. Those are the numbers from Facebook, not YouTube. My phone number, Vic, is 306 231 2314. You better mark that down because I'm inviting you, Canadians, to come talk to me, okay? Let me know why we don't have a big fucking number of people concerned about this country in 11 years of broadcasting. Why is it? Out of 49 million Canadians, that's the viewership. And on other broadcasters, it's similar. Maybe up a little more, maybe down a little more. But that's the concern of concerned Canadians, of what's going on in your country. And then these data centers are coming out like white on rice. And what do you think they're going to do? What do you think is going to happen there? Hello.
Hi, Rudy. It's Vic.
I'm sorry, it's who?
It's Vic.
Hi, Vic.
I just want to tell you that I appreciate everything you're doing. I watch your show all the time.
Thank you, Vic.
You're quite welcome.
What province are you calling from?
A lot of stuff.
What province are you calling from? Vic. What province what province are you calling from?
I'm in Alberta.
Oh, in Alberta. Right on.
Yeah.
Are you for the independence?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, right on, Vic. My hat's off to you. Here's
a
drink to you. Here's a drink to you.
Oh yeah. I moved here actually about 7 years ago from Ontario. Let me tell you, Ontario is terrible.
Yeah, I know. I trucked in this country over 40 years. I know about Ontario.
Yeah, Ontario is terrible. We definitely have to do something because this country is on to shit. And one thing I want to tell you is forget about all the parasites.
Oh, I know. There's a lot of them, eh?
We can't change their minds.
There's a lot of them.
And we just got to leave them in the dust. Just leave them in the dust.
I know. There's so many of them.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. Just leave them in the dust. They'll figure it out eventually.
You betcha. How are you making out? Vic, how are you making out in Alberta? Are you doing okay?
We're doing okay over here. Still fighting the good fight.
Right on, Vic. Right on.
We know what we got to do here.
Right on. Well, I'm glad to have you on the broadcast, and thank you for calling. And
you're welcome. Keep up the good
my
fight.
hat's off to you.
All right.
Thanks, Vic. That was Vic, ladies and gentlemen. See, I don't have all haters on my broadcast. Okay, I actually have a lot of nice viewers on my broadcast, and they have stuck with me through thick and thin. Okay, when I was really, really hurting for donations to heat my camper in a cold winter, my viewers came through for me. My viewers are top notch, okay? But I mean, with everybody that's speaking out publicly about the bullshit in our country, we take a lot of fucking bullshit doing what I do, okay? This is one of those broadcasts where I can show you exactly what kind of people I have calling and looking at my show. And a lot of them are very good people. Let's see. Let's see if we can get Dan Marcotte to phone me. I wonder if he's still watching. Dan Marcotte. Now, here's the case. If he phones me, I'll get into it. Dan Marcotte. This is an individual that I kind of helped out in a way, mentally. But he didn't take my advice. Instead, he went off the deep end and ended up in jail. And he fortunately got out today. Fortunately, he got out. I can't believe it. Okay, really. But like I said, I'll let him phone. In fact, let's see if I can get Dan Marcotte on the phone. Let's see. Just for shits and giggles. This is the kind of people we have in Canada, okay? We have all kinds of people that I deal with. Let's see if we can get him on the phone, shall we? No, I guess not. I guess we can't get this guy on the phone. So I'm not going to go into the particulars of this guy. I'm just going to let it go. Data center have white noise and it will drive you crazy, anyone near them. So there you go. And you know, the reason I bring up these data centers, okay, is because look at our country today. We're in a recession, okay? Way back 11 years ago, we started talking and we got heavily into the no carbon tax for Canadians, okay? We were big time on that topic, okay? But not enough major fucking protesting came together in Canada. This was treated like a joke, okay, for Canadians. And not enough. There was protests, okay? But not enough people got involved in the protests, okay? There was no big protest at Ottawa. There was all these little pockets of protesting going on for the carbon tax. No carbon tax. Nobody wanted the carbon tax. But yet, today, you're being charged in taxes for the air you're breathing and the bullshit behind it. Oh, net zero and climate change. Oh, yeah. We're going to funnel all the money of Canadians together so that we can prevent fucking climate change. Really? Really? Unfucking real. And that's what happened. Now we deal with this climate change bullshit for how many years now? Okay? Well, to be quite frank with you, we've always had climate change. Always. As a human being on this earth, we have constantly had climate change. But the government manipulates that climate change with a so-called pollution factor, okay? The pollution factor. Is CO2 causing pollution on Earth? Really? Do you know that plant life loves CO2? That's what they thrive on. In Canada, we have the biggest forests and everything. Eats that shit. Eats that. You know, they love it. Natural ecosystem. But yet the government figured out a way to introduce it as a way to tax you. Really? In today's day and age in Canada, and now we're in a recession, they want to tax you to the nines. They want to tax you completely, whether it be groceries, whether it be your gas, whether it be anything. Every fucking single thing in Canada is taxed. And then they want to come at you with these data centers to run all these cameras, to run all these tickets. And there you go, another big money grab to all Canadians. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, you are being scammed. Big time. Fucking big time. In Canada, you're being scammed hard up the ass. Without the Vaseline, okay? That's what it is to be a Canadian. By your federal government. And then you wonder why there's an Alberta independence going on. Well, that's why. Because people in Alberta are tired of being scammed by the big federal government. All that money going across the pond to Ukraine and other fucking countries for what? So they can launder it and pocket that money. It's time to wake the fuck up in Canada. It's time to grasp reality, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to fucking think about what the real fucking problem is in Canada. Right? I'm saying you're getting fucked up the ass without the Vaseline, okay? I mean, fuck. You're getting fucked hard, okay? In your country, in Canada, all us Canadians are getting fucked hard, okay? So what next? Are they gonna send the medical doctor over to my trailer and say I'm crazy? Have you looked at the MAID program that they are pushing now to kill little kids? The MAID program wants to kill little kids. Okay? In Canada. Do you understand what I'm saying? The MAID program wants to kill little kids, babies, like little kids, because of a deformity or something of that nature. Instead of helping these kids, they just want to kill them. And the MAID program, I think you better start looking into what the fuck is going on regarding the harvesting of organs and the rest of it. This is what's going on in Canada, okay? They want to kill little kids. They want to enter mental health issues into the MAID program. The ones that are suffering on the MAID program are the poor people, not the rich. The rich the poor people. What's this? What's this here? I don't think anyone wants to talk. I don't think anyone wants to. I don't. Fuck you, Rudy. I think is what it is. I'm saying the government. I got an oops of the channel. I'm saying the government is fucking you up the ass without the Vaseline. Okay, get that through your head. Okay, not me. Okay, the government is fucking you all up the ass without any Vaseline. Get that straight. Okay, make it very clear of what's going on in this country. The government's the one that's fucking you. Okay? And you don't think that they want to that they're killing little kids, or that they want to bring in the mental health issue into MAID? You haven't been following along with what's going on in this country? That's why the broadcast. To inform you, hey, if you don't think it's true, you better look into it. Because that's what's happening. And this is the kind of thing I get. You know, really, I hope I'm talking to very serious Canadians about what the fuck is going on in this country. Really. This is not an entertainment show. Even though I'm having a fucking ball telling you where we're at. And it's not pretty. It's not a pretty situation in Canada. Okay? Now you're in a recession. And you don't think that it could get as bad as Venezuela in Canada? You know what happened in Venezuela? Do you understand we're in the richest fucking country in the world? And the government has fucked our country and our economics so bad of where it's at today? Are you fucking kidding me? You people are not taking this seriously? I mean, what's wrong with your heads? You think it's normal? What's going on in Canada today? Do you really think that it's normal? I'd like to hear your thoughts. You can phone the broadcast, any one of you, 306 231 2314. I'd love to hear from you. I would. What's your view? What's your take on what's going on in Canada? Okay? I'm asking for a serious viewer to phone me and let me know what your take is on Canada, okay? Today. You think I'm just kidding? Do you honestly think I'm just kidding about what's going on in this country? You think it's that big a joke? That we have over 10 million people going to a food bank in Canada, okay? And that two people are striving on two different jobs just to pay the rent, not the food bill, just the rent. Then they go to a food bank to try and get the money or the food they need to carry on to keep working. I mean, people are really struggling in this country. Do you not get that? Do you not understand what it is to be a Canadian today in Canada? I mean, I don't understand that. Okay? Like, I mean, are Canadians so withdrawn on the actual shit that's going on in this country? Really? I can't believe it. And we don't seem to have a serious person willing to phone and talk about what I'm talking about, the data centers or the people going to a food bank or the shitty healthcare that we have or the struggle day to day, the food prices and the rent price and everything that's happened to us in Canada. I can't seem to get a person to honestly phone the fucking show and talk about that. The struggle they're going under. Really? You think it's all normal? What Canadians are going through today? That we're struggling? You work a 30-day period. At the end of that 30 days, you pay all your bills, your rent and everything. And what have you got left? Have you got this big pocket of money? I mean that, oh fuck, I can go fishing this weekend. I can fix my vehicle. Or I can have a party with my buddies. You think that's what's happening in Canada? Now that you're under a recession, how many kids, how many teenagers are able to get out there and get a part-time job like we used to do when we were teenagers? Hey? How many? How many teenagers are out there getting a job right now? Because they want to get through whatever. They want to buy a car or for the first time or whatever the case is. How many teenagers are out there actually working for a vehicle or getting their driver's license? Because they're so proud of being born in Canada. Right? How many people are out there suffering their fucking asses off in Canada? Because they can't make ends meet because of the high bills and the prices. And God forbid if you have a medical emergency and that sets you on your ass and your whole fucking life changes. Then you're really fucked. How many veterans came back from a war? And then they were told, the best thing for you is made. Did you understand any of that shit that happened? From Afghanistan, they came back from a war in Afghanistan, all mentally fucked. And what kind of help were they given? Oh, we can introduce you to MAID. As a means to help you in your mental capacity after you served your country. How many people had to be moved out to the street to a tent on the street because they couldn't pay their rent anymore? Do you know what an immigrant makes by coming to this country? Compared to a Canadian that's paid taxes and lived all his life in this country. Do you know what an immigrant makes coming to Canada? Compared to a Canadian? And you think that this is all normal. Do you know how many people they killed? No. Killed, okay? During COVID-19. Do you know how many people were killed during COVID-19? Have any of you got any clue? Do you know what's happening to the new car and truck market where they want to put little cameras in your car? And if the computer in your car thinks you're not adequate to drive in some way, your car won't drive. Do you know about that? That a brand new car, you buy a brand new car, and if the facial recognition doesn't compute your face being adequate in some way to drive a car, you can't run your car. You know about that? Do you know that a lot of trucks in 2000 on, they came out with this elaborate computer system in these trucks, okay? I'm talking 350s to half tons. In these trucks, that the computer fucking shit is fucking up, and you can't get parts for this shit. You've got to redo your whole truck just to get it back working again, or go ahead and buy another truck. You know about that? Do you know how many kids go missing in Canada and the US? Do you know how many kids go missing due to human trafficking? And these big projects that Carney is talking about over the next year or 2 years or whatever the fuck. Do you think that's helping the poor today in Canada? Do you think that they've come out and they've said, well, we've really got to help the poor in Canada. We've got to help these poor people that are living in tents. We've got to help out the homelessness in Canada. Have you ever heard a peep about the homelessness in 5 years or 6 years or 10 years? In 10 years, even. Have you heard about anything regarding they're going to help the homeless that are being forced out into tents because of all this bullshit? Have you heard about the crime rate by these immigrants that have happened in Canada? The big scandals they've gotten themselves into in Canada. Have any of these guys gotten deported? There's 32,000 immigrants that they're looking for because they failed the immigration standard, and there's 32,000 of them in Canada, and nothing is being really done about it. Do you know what the crime rate is in Canada, especially in Brampton? It's a fucking war zone. And then we come back to data centers. that they're imposing in Canada and the fucking pollution and the water tables are going to be fucked because of the enormous water they consume to run these data centers. Not to mention about the noise pollution. If you happen to be living or happen to get caught up living next to them, your land is worth shit. Does anybody compute any of this? Oh, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to that. Oh, and he's never heard of this. Never heard of it. Let's see if I can enlighten you. Let's see if I can bring it up. Because after all, I'm a one-man guy. Let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I'll find it. You think I'm talking shit? Okay. Let me see if I can find it.
They sold you the biggest lie of all, that working hard will make you rich.
Let me share with you.
Oh, fuck off. Jesus, fuck. Let me see if I can find it. I'll find it. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. See if I can find it for you. You want to doubt what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find it for you. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. See, I do a lot of research on all this shit I talk about. Okay. Let me see if I put it into a group. See if I can find that. A lot of truck owners don't even know this. Don't even know it. Let me see if I can find it. I must have fucking shared it. No, I don't. I'm not seeing it here. But I'll promise you on the next broadcast, I'll find it and I'll put it up there. But I'm trying to find it now. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Just give me a minute. No, I don't see it here. Well, I thought I shared it. I don't know where I shared it. But it's out there. And that's what I'm bringing to your attention is this information. And it's out there. But there's not enough of it. But that's what's going on. And I have to find it to line it up for you. There is so much shit out there. I would love to find it. I would love to show it to you. I mean, I can't seem to find it right now. But I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll find it, and I will make it a point that I will share it on the next broadcast about the components that you can't get for your truck. So you've got to go to an aftermarket shit to rebuild your truck. Okay, 2,000 on, 20,000 on, and if certain components go, you're fucked. You got to rebuild your computer system and everything. You got to redo the whole fucking truck just to save the truck or buy another truck. That was the intention of what they produced. And if that's not bad enough, then they produce cameras now in the trucks, okay, that take on your facial recognition. And if the AI computer thinks that you can't drive because of whatever fucking reason, oh, you can't move your truck. Can't start it. And you own the truck. But if you're so-called fucked up, you can't drive your truck. This is the kind of shit that they've come out with for truck owners. Brand new trucks. This is the kind of shit that we can all look forward to. Right? I drive a 1994 truck. None of that shit's in my truck. But all you guys that wanted a big bad new truck, you got fucked. Because all this shit's in your truck. Right? So that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. We're kind of fucked, right? We're just gonna sit back and take it, right? Let me give you another good one.
Bullshit. It's true. So it's not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets. It's not just the dogs and the cats. They're full on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. They're full on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood. They do, Tucker. Stop staring at me like that.
You're freaking me out, man. Because you spent your life in the entertainment business, so I think you have some authority on this.
So many kids that I was in mental institutions with over the years, they are all from those cults. And they've covered it all up. They've covered it all up. And, you know, I just pray to God. I'm just going to pray to God that he opens everybody's eyes in this country. By the time we go in to vote for Trump, that he will open up everybody's eyes and they will stop pretending to be asleep. You know what they say, you can't wake people up that are pretending to be asleep, but I pray to God, please wake up even those who are pretending to be asleep with the irrefutable truth of what the worst people on this planet are really up to. They are really up to that. They're doing it. There are so many victims. There are so many victims. There are so many children victims that are now adults. The epidemic in America is child sexual abuse, and I just want people to see it. I want people to open up their eyes and see how prevalent and horrible it is. 1 of 3 girls, 1 of 4 boys in this country today. It's just horrible, and you just can't lie it away anymore. It's going to get more and more apparent, and you got to choose your side. You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit. It's true.
So it's not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets.
Can you imagine? People that are so low in life. I mean, these are rich motherfuckers. Because they're getting away with this shit. And she's saying it's true. Well, I'll tell you something. It is true. These rich motherfuckers are scum. Scum of the earth.
Military investing $6.6 billion, but yesterday's announcement was not to employ Canadians into the military. It's to put it out there and get the best and finest from all over the world. We're going to immigrate our armed forces. Why do we want a whole bunch of ground troops right away that aren't Canadians? What could we possibly be preparing for? I'm just going to leave this right here. Don't forget, the world is all about cyber attacks, satellites. It's a technology warfare. It's a tariff warfare. Why do we need boots on the ground? What does the government need to achieve? What are they getting ready for? I'm going to leave this right here.
So we're talking about Carney. He's integrating newcomers to Canada. You know, immigrants, not Canadians, into our military. Can't even speak English. Into the military in Canada. You're paying for it. That's what's coming to the military. He's hiring everybody willing to come over and be in the armed forces. That's going to be your military, ladies and gentlemen. Non-Canadians. And we're in a recession, by the way. Who produced the recession? Wasn't me. Wasn't you.
You're disgusting because of you. How many children have you orphaned? You monster! You Zionist Nazi dog! Butcher of Gaza! Thousands murdered because of you! Thousands murdered because of you! How many children have you orphaned? You monster! You Zionist Nazi dog! And I see you up there, Jesse! You're disgusting! You're disgusting! You're a monster! What do you have to say for yourself, you animal? You disgusting animal! You're a fucking Nazi, bitch of Freeland! You're the butcher of Gaza!
Freeland.
Those souls will haunt you for the rest of your life! You animal! And you go around with a book deal? You making money off of genocide? You disgusting dog! You.
So Carney's on a huge push to boost our military.
That was against Freeland. Dog Freeland. Disgusting fucking human being. Just an absolutely disgusting human being of a human being. Trudeau, same thing. And they have never been charged in Canada for what they did to Canadians. Same with David Eby. Same thing. A disgusting Canadian of a human being. After what he did.
He's the only G7 leader who can say that. He's been, Mark Carney will like to make excuses today. But let me ask him a question. But before I do, I'm going to actually quote back to him something he said to one of you. Mark Carney said to one of the journalists, Rosie, look inside yourself. Well, I'm going to ask Mark Carney to look inside himself, and I'll ask him directly. Mr. Carney, if it really is global factors and tariffs that have given Canada the only recession in the G7, why have France, Italy, Japan, Germany, the United Kingdom, and the United States all avoided a recession? They all have the same tariffs and the same global factors, yet none of them, not one, is in recession. Only Mark Carney has the distinction of leading his country into a recession. Now, we know that there will be a lot of excuses today, but excuses will not put food on the dinner table of the 2.2 million people relying on food banks. Excuses will not get the jobs back for the 120,000 people who've lost them, as Canada has the second highest unemployment in the G7. Excuses will not allow a young couple to buy a home, as Mark Carney has given Canada the worst housing costs in the G7. Excuses will not help the mother who is tossing and turning in bed at night, wondering how she will make her mortgage payment, as Mark Carney has made Canada the most indebted household, given Canada the most indebted households anywhere in the G7. And by the way, Mark Carney will claim that this is just technical. There's nothing technical about having an empty stomach because you can't afford paying the worst food inflation in the G7. There's nothing technical about coming home from work and telling your kids that you no longer have a job and that they're going to have to sell the house because Canada has the second highest unemployment in the G7. That is not technical, it is real. This is a full-blown liberal recession. And it's not just one or two little data points that cause this, my friends. It is one of many data points that we see today. For example, in the last few weeks alone, we have fact after fact showing that the liberal economy is collapsing. I'm going to quote from Equifax. Insolvency volumes have increased to levels not seen since 2009, up 19% year over year. Delinquency rates climbed 32% year over year. In the first quarter of this year, insolvency volumes hit a 17-year high, partly due to escalating financial strain on mortgage holders, and 1.5 million Canadians missed a minimum debt payment in the first 3 months of this year alone. Then there's the investment numbers, which came out just yesterday. They show that in the first 4 quarters under this Liberal Prime Minister, Canada saw $1.9 billion of investment flee. That's $20 billion more than entered our country. That's a net $20 billion leaving our country to build pipelines, mines, homes, bridges, technology in other countries for foreign businesses and foreign workers.
Shame.
Again, we cannot blame foreign factors for that because the other countries to which that investment fled are facing the same foreign factors. So no more excuses, please. We actually need results. Furthermore, we know that the Prime Minister is fond of doing illusions of action, but here is the core reality. After a year in office, what has really changed in our economic policy? Every anti-development law remains in place, C-69, C-48. He's increased the industrial carbon tax 6 times higher than it was when Justin Trudeau was in office. Home building has actually dropped, and in many provinces, the GST still applies to that home building. He's renamed, not eliminated, renamed the consumer carbon tax. And there are 500 economic projects waiting, some of them for years, just to get through the Liberal bureaucracy permitting system. Now, we know what won't fix this. Dazzling speeches at the World Economic Forum, clever-sounding corporate buzzwords, signing fake and unenforceable MOUs in grand halls with stately backdrops. None of these things will reduce costs or boost growth. Announcing projects that were approved many years earlier, or making pie in the sky promises like he's going to double electricity production 25 years from now with no details on how. All of these things are illusions. They give the impression of action, but in reality, all of the policies of Justin Trudeau remain the same, or they have gotten worse. The deficit is doubled, spending is higher. The only spending that has not gone up is capital spending, precisely the opposite of what Mr. Carney promised. The only way out of this liberal recession is to reverse the policies that caused it in the first place.
So, ladies and gentlemen, from Pierre Poilievre, giving you the numbers, and we're on a recession now, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the new Canadian New World Order of Canada, produced by Mark Carney and Justin Trudeau. So, there you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on in Canada? It's a goddamn shame. It's just an absolute fucking shame.
Hello there. Thank you for joining us. This is the Rudy Bruce broadcast. You focus on the truth. I focus on the facts. People of Canada, your voice will speak 1,000,000 strong. If we come together and fight what's going on. We got homeless people living in tents. Be compassionate, do not judge. Because 200,000 of us are using food banks. Where's the pride? Where's the pride? Where's our money we slave for? They cover it up. The working man is living poor. Rudy has true leadership, speaking for the ones who are tired of this shit. Make the government officials get a grip, or everyone loses the respect. Something's wrong, open your eyes. They tell us lies, you're blinded to this and mowing your lawn. United, we stand, divided we fall. The time will come, the day is near, we will all march. So listen with your ears, we are not zombies or fresh meat. Let's grind up the government, make compost for the maple trees. Let's avenge the deaths of the ones who have fallen. Coronavirus, opioid, we're still trying. They thought they got away scot-free. We will get the last laugh, just wait and see. These talks we have on the broadcast will provide and guide. Let's do it fast. Taxpayers believe we live strong and free. Everyone does. Are you shitting me? Round of applause to you and yours for tuning in. We're opening doors. This is the real movement, people. Let's stand up, Canada, before we lose. We're still These talks we have on the podcast, we'll provide the guide. Let's do it fast. Taxpayers believe we live strong and free. Everyone does. Are you kidding me? Round of applause to you and yours for tuning in. We're opening doors. This is the real movement. People that stand up Canada before we lose it.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another Rudy Bruce broadcast. But just before you go, I have one more little thing. One more.
Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
One more time. One more time.
Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for being a part of the Rudy Bruce broadcast. If you wish to donate to the broadcast, it's to the e-transfer of rudybruce@gmail.com. I put it out there. I'll show it again one more time. There's my email. If you want to support the broadcast, there it is. We can make the broadcast more, but I can't do it just with a pension, okay? Not gonna happen. That's why I'm not going to Calgary, because of so much of the negative bullshit. Whatever. But anyway, I'm still gonna survive. We're still gonna have a broadcast. And I'm still in the fight. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining the broadcast. We had a lot of conversation today about everything. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm just